welcome to episode 5 of Storytime, Captain Party. And we're reading Chapt, and we're on chapter 5. Yeah. So, let's get started. Whatever lighting the photographer used was harsh and made bad shadows on the cement block wall behind them. Just a painted wall in somebody's basement. The monkey looked tired and patchy with mange. The guy was in lousy shape, pale with rolls around his middle. But there he was, relaxed and bent over with his hands braced against his knees and his poochy gut hanging down, his face looking back over his shoulder at the camera, smiling away. Beatific is not the right word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. What the little boy first loved about pornography wasn't the sex part. It wasn't the pictures of beautiful people dorking each other, their heads thrown back, making those fake orgasm faces. Not at first. He found all those pictures on the internet, even before he knew what sex was. They had the internet in every library. They had it in all the schools. The way you can move from city to city and always find a Catholic church, the same mass said everywhere, no matter what foster place the kid was sent, he could always find the internet. The truth was, if Christ had laughed on the cross or spat on the Romans, if he'd done anything more than just suffer, the kid would have liked church a lot more. As it was, his favorite website was pretty much not sexy, at least not for him. You could just go there, and there would be about a dozen photographs of this one dumpy guy dressed in a Tarzan suit with a goofy orangutan trained to poke what looked like roasted chestnuts up the guy's ass. The guy's leopard print loincloth was tossed to one side. The elastic waistband sunk into his tubby waist. The monkey crouched there, ready with the next chestnut. There's nothing sexy about it. Still, the counter showed that more than 500,000 people had been to see it. Pilgrimage isn't the right word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. The monkey and the chestnuts wasn't anything the kid could understand, but he sort of admired the guy. The kid was stupid, but he knew that this was something way beyond him. The truth was, most people wouldn't even want a monkey to see them naked. They'd be terrified about their asshole, how their asshole might look, and if it might be too red or too baggy. There's no way most people would ever have had the nerve to bend over in front of a monkey, much less a monkey and a camera and lights, and even then they'd have to do about a zillion sit-ups first and go to a tanning booth and get their hair cut. And after that, they'd spend hours bent over in front of a mirror trying to determine their best profile. And then, even with just chestnuts, you'd have to stay somewhat relaxed. And just the thought of auditioning monkeys was terrifying. The possibility of being rejected by monkey after monkey. Sure, you can pay a person enough money and they'll stick stuff into you and they'll take pictures. But a monkey? A monkey is going to be honest. Your only hope would be to book the same orangutan, since it obviously didn't look too picky. Either that or was exceptionally well trained. The point was, there'd be nothing to this if you were beautiful and sexy. The point was, in a world where everybody had to look so pretty all the time, this guy wasn't, and the monkey wasn't, and what they're doing wasn't. The point was, it's not the sex part of the pornography that hooked the stupid little boy. It was the confidence, the courage, the complete lack of shame, the comfort and the genuine honesty, the upfrontness of being able to just stand there and tell the world, yeah, this is how I choose to spend a free afternoon, posing here with a monkey, putting chestnuts up my ass. And I really don't care how I look or what you think, so deal with it. He was assaulting the world by assaulting himself. And even if the guy wasn't loving every moment, the ability to smile, to fake your way through this, that would almost be even more admirable. The same way every porno movie implies a score of people standing just off the camera, knitting, eating sandwiches, looking at their wristwatches while other people do naked sex only a few feet away. To the stupid little boy, that was enlightenment. To be that comfortable and confident in the world, that would be nirvana. Freedom isn't the right word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. That's the kind of pride and self-assurance that the little boy wanted to have someday. If it was him in those pictures with the monkey, he could look at them every day and think, if I could do this, I could do anything. No matter what else you came up against, if you could smile and laugh while a monkey did you with chestnuts in a dank concrete basement and somebody took pictures, well, any other situation would just be a piece of cake, even hell. And more, for the stupid little kid, that was the idea. That if enough people looked at you, you'd never need anybody's attention ever again. That if someday you were caught, exposed, and revealed enough, then you'd never be able to hide again. There'd be no difference between your public and your private life. But if you could acquire enough, accomplish enough, you'd never want to own or do anything. That if you could eat or sleep enough, that you would never need more. That if enough people loved you, that you would stop needing love. That you could ever be smart enough. That you could someday get enough sex. These all became the little boy's new goals, the illusions he'd have for the rest of his life. These were all the promises he saw in that fat man's smile. So after that, every time he was scared or sad or alone, every night that he woke up panicked in a new foster home, his heart racing, his bed wet, and every day that he started school in a different neighborhood, and every time that the mommy came back to claim him, in every damp motel room, in every rented car, the kid would think of those same 12 photos of that fat man bent over, the monkey and the chestnuts, and it calmed the stupid little shit right down. It showed him how brave and strong and happy a person could become. How torture is torture and humiliation is humiliation only when you choose to suffer. Savior isn't the right word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. And it's funny how when somebody saves you, the first thing you want to do is save other people. All the other people. Everybody. The kid never knew the man's name, but he never forgot that smile. Hero isn't the right word, but it's the first word that comes to mind. Well, that's chapter 5. And now we understand a little bit more about our protagonist. And maybe ourselves. So, next time, we'll be reading chapter 6. And I'll see you then on Story Time.